Hello again, my name is Gabe Zolna. You know, I've posted Harrison Ford's multitude of piloting errors. It hasn't been up that long. It's only received, I don't know, what was it, 1,114 views, 130 thumbs up, 3 thumbs down. But I've gone through the comments, and some are really surprising and some are actually quite shocking. Here's one from a guy that says that he's a commercial pilot. The commercial aircraft was still taxiing to hold short of 20 left, and it wasn't stopped when Harrison Ford would have seen it on his approach. Yes, when he overflew the airliner, it was stopped, but he wouldn't have seen that in an Aviat Husky. Well, why wouldn't he have seen it in an Aviat Husky, huh? This doesn't excuse him landing on the taxiway, but it does give him more insight to why he mistakenly taxied C for 20 left. Landing an aircraft at several 100-foot rollout isn't a big deal on a runway that size. There's no rule that says you have to land in a specific spot unless directed by ATC. Example, OSH on the dots. The vintage Ryan P222 recruit that Harrison landed on a golf course lost power due to an engine failure, not pilot error. How do you know that? We know it lost power, but is it possible that it lost power because of no fuel? Huh? Everything else you said is hype to get people on your bandwagon of fear about aviation. Not sure why you take this approach towards aviation, but you're misusing your media here. Quit being that guy and enjoy life a little. Another viewer wrote, I looked at the video that Yahoo posted. As an airline transport pilot, I can see that Ford made a mistake. However, he never flew over the 737. Really? Well, then maybe you shouldn't be flying either, because that's exactly what he did, as you can see in the video. And he actually touched down quite a ways down the runway. The Husky is a stall, short takeoff and landing aircraft. Ford had never put anyone in danger, as you state. He made a mistake, as we all do from time to time. Harrison Ford is quite an accomplished pilot. The antique airplane that landed on a golf course in Santa Monica had an engine failure. Not his fault. Might it have been his fault if he didn't do an adequate and proper pre-flight, and check his fuel? Here's another one that's interesting. There was no danger. It wasn't even close. He did break a rule, but he was clear. What do you mean he did break a rule, but he was clear? Huh? I am a pilot. I wouldn't have not landed in that manner unless I had a reason. You should just shut up if you do not know if he had a reason for landing on a taxiway. I can assure you, he's seen the plane. That's one reason he came in high. No, his glide path was high to begin with. He was straight on glide path. Come on, jack off, wake up. This is so misleading. It doesn't take much runway to stop a small plane, to stop after touchdown. They have brakes, and they touch down close to 55 miles an hour minus any headwind. Plus, they do weigh as much as an automobile. I say he knew what he was doing, and most likely he had a reason, probably to save time. Landing requires seeing very clearly. You don't land looning away. Airspeed, altitude, and seeing the runway. And you can't miss seeing another plane or any big obstacle. Well, then how come he did? He knew he could clear it. Now, you just finished saying that there was no plane. And now you're saying he knew that he could clear it. Huh? He knew he could clear it, the plane. If not, he would have simply pushed the throttle for the correct altitude. Well, pushing the throttle doesn't change the altitude. What changes the altitude is back pressure on the yoke. But hey, it is what it is. Instead of enough runway left to stop the plane he was flying, I watched the video, but it detests your long disapproving dialogue. Why not just state the facts and omit the ignorant opinions? Well, I think I commented back, I said, you are nuts and should have your license pulled, if you even have one, idiot. Another viewer wrote, Harrison Ford is usually drunk or hungover most days. Probably not a good idea to be driving and flying around. So, he either didn't see it or he did see it. One of these guys, a commercial pilot, transport pilot, said that he was trying to save time. Really? Okay. See, here's how it works. When you're cleared to land on 20 left, and you land on the taxiway, you just broken an FAA regulation. Okay? He deviated from the last set of instructions. Now, these commercial pilots, both of these guys, I wouldn't fly with either one of them. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. One guy said he didn't fly over the airplane, and as you can clearly see, that's exactly what he did in that attached video. And you can see his glide path. It wasn't like he did one of these. His glide path was way high to begin with. And to say that he didn't see it is completely insane. Maybe he had a mental block, I don't know. But you don't miss seeing a 737 parked in front of you. Now, how do you think the passengers felt seeing this plane coming towards them? Huh? Yeah. Another guy wrote, is it just me, or does this guy look like Burt Reynolds? It's not the first time people have said that. I appreciate him being such an astute viewer. Yeah. Anyway, folks, it's just a matter of time before someone like Harrison Ford ends up where he doesn't want to end up. There's an article in Aviation Safety. Thanks for listening. And for you transport pilots that commented, you're both clueless idiots. Clueless idiots. And you shouldn't be flying for any airline. That's sort of what I think. And you know why I think what I think, don't you?